Hello students, welcome to online classes. See children, again I am here to take the left portion of your chemistry chapter 2, that is physical change and chemical change. So the chapter which was going on, physical and chemical changes. See, several topics we have already studied from here, some experiments we have seen. Now which topic we will go through today, that is change involving energy. Now what are the things given? See, during a change, energy is generally evolved or absorbed in a form of heat, light, sound or any other form. Whenever there is a change, here we will talk about physical change or chemical change. Okay, so whenever one form changes to the another one, either there may be release of heat energy, such as one example I gave you with respect to heating of magnesium with oxygen. So when magnesium was heated with oxygen, there was a formation of magnesium oxide with a dazzling flame. So there was heat also released as well as light also released. Okay, plus dazzling flame, at once it will burst and give. So there will be release of sound also. So whenever change takes place, it may be physical or it may be chemical. Basically in chemical changes this process takes place. Now energy change may take place when there is a physical change. Suppose you keep ice at a room temperature and it turns to liquid. So ice is cool, okay, and it is having its own energy. Further, when you will cool it, what will happen? It loses its energy and it turns to water and it becomes normal. So there is energy change. Or ice is having potential energy, means water in a form of ice has a potential energy, but when it melts, it starts to flow, means at that condition that potential energy changes to kinetic energy. Then, but these changes are generally small than the energy change takes place chemical change. As I told you, whenever there is physical change, the change in a form of light energy, heat energy, sound energy is very less as compared to the chemical, because in chemical change only large amount of energy change takes place, as well as we can easily observe and we can easily see. Now in a physical change, two types of process occurs more often. First process being change of state or being dissolving the substance in the liquid. Whenever there is a physical change, two processes often taking place, or two processes most of the things taking place. First process is change of state. And second one is dissolving of a substance in a liquid. In liquid. Okay, if we talk about the first state, changing of a state such as solid changes to liquid, changes to gas, again gas changes to liquid, liquid changes to solid. Or a simple example, a wet cloth. When we clean a cloth, earlier cloth is dry, we clean it, means we used to wet it. After wetting it, when we just put it into the sun, what happened? It get dry, means the liquid changes to vapor, the water changes to water vapor. So there was change of state. Again, dissolving of a substance in a liquid. A simple example, dissolving of salt in water. Okay, when we take a glass which is already having water and we put a spoon of salt, now that salt will dissolve in water. Now we will see the water will be colorless, exactly like a water which we have earlier. Now this colorless water will be salt solution. There will be no further energy change, but again if we want to retain this salt, we can get salt back and water back. So therefore this is considered as physical change, where only two types of things we have observed. First, change of state. Second, dissolving of substance in the liquid. Now let us see after that. The change of state, in the change of state, the solid to liquid or liquid to gas or solid to liquid absorbs this heat energy. For example, the simple with respect to ice it is given. Now, all these changes of a state are physical. These are considered as physical change. The absorption or evolution of heat is also observed when it is dissolved in liquid. Now, energy is changed in some of the chemical change while in other is absorbed. Whenever there is a chemical change, in many of the cases, energy is released as well as in many of the cases energy is absorbed. And that energy can be in any of the form. It can be heat energy, it can be light energy, it can be sound energy. Okay? So energy in a form of heat and light is released in a chemical reaction during the burning of a substance, and energy in a form of sunlight is absorbed in the process of photosynthesis. As I gave you the example, now here we will see with respect to physical change. Here we will see with respect to chemical change. In case of chemical change, first either energy released or energy absorbed. Or energy absorbed. Okay, so energy is released. When energy will be released? Energy will be released whenever there is one reaction again with respect to magnesium and oxygen. Then during a process of photosynthesis, whenever there is a process of photosynthesis, see that green plants, they absorb the sunlight, means they are absorbing energy. So in the presence of sunlight, and we give water. So water is there, chlorophyll is plus sunlight, all they combine together and form an energy in a form of glucose that they release in the form of their fruits. Okay, and after that they releases oxygen also. So that oxygen we people use in a form of respiration. Whenever there is a process of respiration, that oxygen we absorb. So that oxygen get combined with the glucose which we have, and further we get energy. So whenever there is chemical change, energy can be released as well as energy can be absorbed. So example is given: when ammonium chloride dissolves in water, the temperature of solution reduces as heat is absorbed during the chemical change. Okay. Now one example is given here, one experiment or activity is given here. What the activity is saying? To show the heat is evolved when water is added with a quicklime. See, quicklime. Quicklime is known as calcium oxide. Calcium oxide, and its formula is CaO. Now in this activity number 3, you have to take a, see here beaker is given, where beaker is having water in it. Okay, this we called as beaker. This beaker is having water, and further it is being said, take a small quantity of this and you have to put in it. Okay, or one thing you have to do, you have to take a beaker, you have to keep a small quantity of quicklime, and then you keep on adding water to it. When you will add water to it, what will happen? This beaker, you will feel, or when you will touch, you will feel this beaker become hot. Okay, this beaker become hot, which proves that heat is evolved when water is added to a quicklime. Okay, this is being proved that when we add water to a quicklime, it becomes warm. See children, if you do not have this thing, this calcium oxide, basically we know chuna. Okay, so you can keep that, or when there is a this rubbing or this calcium, this marble, what the white color substance comes, if you want you can keep on a palm, and if you add little amount of water, you will feel warm. So that is the condition applied here, and the same activity will be also done by you, where it is given to add small amount of calcium oxide in a beaker, add water to it slowly. Then you will feel the wall of this beaker will become hot. Why? Because there is releasing of energy. Energy is evolved. This is what the content given. Now, one flow chart is given here. one flow chart is given here where it is saying the changes can be classified into two. One is physical change and one is chemical change. So chemical change can be temporary, it can be reversible, then it can be no new substance formed, then no release or absorbed, or no release or no or less, you can say less release or absorb of energy, So we can say these are the characteristic, of chemical changes, physical change. These are the characteristic of a physical change. Okay, changes is of two types. First is physical change, where all the physical changes are temporary in nature. Physical changes are reversible, means it can reverse back. No new substance is formed during a physical change, and no or less release or absorb of energy. This is the characteristic of a physical change. Let us see about chemical change. This chemical change is permanent change. Okay, then it is irreversible. Okay, then new substance formed with new properties. Okay, and fourth is there is release of heat energy. Release or absorption of energy. So these are the characteristics of chemical change, such as chemical changes are always permanent, chemical changes are irreversible, it can't be reversed back. Then chemical change, there is a formation of new substance with a new property, and there is release or absorption of energy. Energy can be in any form, whether heat energy, light energy, sound energy, any form. So whenever there is a question, suppose to define physical change and chemical change, so you will write the definition. And whenever it comes differentiate between physical or chemical change, so you can give any of the characteristic. So, and if the question is write the characteristic of physical or chemical change, so already characteristics is with you. Four characteristics with respect to physical change and with respect to chemical change. Okay, so again I am just revising it. Changes is of two types: physical change, chemical change. Characteristic of physical change, it is temporary, it is reversible, then no new substance is formed, no or less and released or absorption of energy. In case of chemical change, it is always permanent change, means once a reaction takes place, always it remains the same, it will not reverse back, which is irreversible. Now new substance is formed. Whenever two substances combined or any one substance break down, what the substance formed, that will be showing new property, then release or absorption of energy takes place. Now after reading this chapter, what are the things we came to know? First, just around us there are different types of changes. They can be desirable change, undesirable change, reversible change, irreversible, then physical change and chemical change. But this all whole being categorized under two conditions only: physical, chemical. Now physical change is generally temporary and reversible. Again it is no new substance formed, and chemical change permanent and irreversible, new substance are formed. And during a change, whether it can be physical change or chemical change, there is evolving or absorption of energy takes place. In this case, no or less. But in case of chemical change, definitely there will be release and absorption of heat energy. It can be in a form of light energy, sound energy, heat energy, etc. Okay. So some keywords are given on page number 18, such as desirable change, a change that is useful for human beings. See, these keywords you have to learn. This can come and define. So, which is useful for human beings, that is called as desirable change. Which is harmful for human being, that is called as undesirable change. Then reversible change, which can be reversed by reversing the condition. Okay, such as solid to liquid. If I am just freezing liquid, the liquid changing to ice. Okay, again if I cool it, again if I keep that ice at the room temperature, means I am reversing the condition. So change is reversed. Then physical change, no new substance form. Chemical change, new substance form. And sublimate. One thing I told you na, sublimation. Sublimation, where solid is directly changes to gas without changing the liquid. So the process of changing of solid directly to gas without a liquid is called as sublimation, and the substance which shows the property of sublimation is called as sublimate. Okay, so same thing is given. A solid deposit of a substance has sublimed is called as sublimate. Now the exercises are given. Let us discuss the exercises. Now you see, question number 1. Again, children, you will do these all questions such as take the most appropriate answer, take the correct words, true, false, name the following, and state whether true of this is physical or chemical change. These questions from A to E you will do in the book. Only question number F you will write in copy. Okay. So I am just writing it here. You can mark down in your book. You know na, you have to make the copy, that thin register copy. I think it is of 100 or 120 page. That copy you will make. Already it is being instructed in chapter 1, but still I am telling you, you have to make that copy. And while writing chapter number 2, the name of the chapter, you will continue writing. So question number 1 is, what type of change is cutting down of a tree? Cutting down of a tree. 4 options are given. Desirable change, undesirable change, reversible. See, desirable, it can't be desirable because we don't want the cutting of trees. Then reversible, if I cut down a tree again, it cannot reverse back. No? Therefore, it will be undesirable change. So, with respect to question number A, first is B. Then which of the following is not a reversible change? In case of second, which is not a reversible, stretching of a rubber band. If I stretch a rubber band, again I left it, again it will come back. Dissolving of sugar in a water, if I dissolve sugar in a water, again I can retain sugar back. Burning of magnesium in air. If I burn magnesium in air, there will be formation of magnesium oxide. It's a chemical change, again cannot reverse back. Then evaporation of water. So here answer will be C. Then which of the following is not a physical change? See, drying of wet cloth, melting of wax and sublimation. These all three are reversible. It means D, rusting of iron. Which of the following is characteristic of physical change? Physical change is permanent? No. No new substance? No. Change in composition means physical change is a C. In 4, it will be C. Change is temporary. Which of the following is example of chemical change? Answer number D. Fifth, D. Cooking of food. Now question number B. Pick the correct word. Formation of curd is a, one will be chemical change. Second, rotting of fruits. It will be undesirable here, which is given. See, out of given 2 only we have to choose one. So it can't be desirable, therefore we are writing undesirable. Number 3, germination of seed. Germination of seed is irreversible. Then evaporation of water. It is reversible. And then 5th, heating of sugar. Heating of sugar is a chemical change, where that sugar turns to caramelized sugar and then charcoal. Question number C. Write true or false. See, you have to write true or false, and if a statement is false, you have to correct that. First one, stretching of rubber band is irreversible change. So you have to underline irreversible. You have to underline this irreversible and you have to write reversible because it is false. Question number 1 is false. Then question number 2. Burning of magnesium ribbon is irreversible change. Magnesium is irreversible change, na? So it will be true. Then boiling of water is a physical change. Third is true. Then rusting of iron is a chemical change. True. Fifth one, burning of candle involve both physical and chemical change. True. With that experiment I told you na, whenever burning of candle takes place, burning of wax as well as burning of wick. Then I am going to rub this question number A and B. I think you have just written in your book. PDF I will give you, but please try to copy down from here. It will be more clear to you. Now name the following. Question number D. A type of change in which chemical composition does not change. If chemical composition does not change, it will be physical change. Then type of changes in which we cannot get back the original substance. Irreversible change. Irreversible change cannot get original substance back. Either it can be irreversible change or it can be chemical change. Number 3, type of changes that can harm us. Undesirable change. Undesirable change. Then 4, a type of change in which chemical composition of a substance changes. That can be chemical change. Fifth one, a type of change that can be returned to its original form by reversing the condition. It is reversible change. Reversible change. Okay. Then question number E. Question number E. See, drying of clothes. With respect to physical change, I am writing P, C, and with respect to chemical change, I am writing CC. Okay. So far, how many questions are there? 9. Okay. So first is drying of clothes, physical change. Formation of curd from a milk, chemical change. Photosynthesis, chemical change. Burning of wood, chemical change. Dissolving salt in water, physical change. Bursting of crackers, chemical change. Burning of coal, chemical change. Glowing of electric bulb, physical change. Rusting of iron, chemical change. Okay, this is about question number E. Now next question number F. I am just going to rub this part. See, question number F is differentiate between the following changes with a suitable example. First is desirable change and undesirable change. So, how you will write the differentiation between, as earlier we were writing desirable change and undesirable change. Then point number 1, point number 2. Okay. So, desirable change, the change which is useful for us, for human being, that is desirable change. Then you will give example. Undesirable change which can harm us as well as which can lead to destruction. That is undesirable change. Then again example. These answers are given on page number 10, 11. Then reversible change and irreversible change. See, reversible change which can be reversed back by reversing the condition, and irreversible change means which can't be reversed back. Some examples you can give. This answer is given on page number 11. Then define physical change and chemical change with 2 examples. So simply you will give the definition of chemical change as well as physical change with its 2 examples. Any of the 2 examples. See, in book different examples are given. So out of that, any two example you can give, and if you want to give examples by your own, easily you can give. Then give two differences between physical and chemical change. So on page number 17, there is a tabular form given in which their characteristic is given. From there you can write down any two difference. We have discussed here 4, 2 you can write, any two. Now explain why burning of candle is an example of both physical and chemical change. In that note, at the corner it is given now on page number 15. From there you have to write this answer. See, these answers I will attach in the PDF. You will copy down that PDF in your copy. And this all questions till question number E will remains in the book. I hope this chapter is clear to you. Once again you read this chapter starting from the chapter till here. Okay, whatever the queries you are having, you please ask. I will try to clarify it. Okay, and please do questions in your copy, because copy will come for the checking as well as assessment. So you have to do these questions in the copy neatly with a good handwriting. With a black and blue pen you will use. No need to use any other color pen. Okay, with the black pen you will write the headings as well as question, and with the blue pen you will write the answers. And please try to do it in a good handwriting. Okay, thank you.